Have you ever wondered what it's like to be punished for someone else's crime, awaiting the death penalty for a crime you didn't commit and has been proven multiple times not to be linked to you? Here's what we learned. Hello fellow learners. The story of Marcellus Williams begins with Felicia Gale, more commonly known in our community as Lisha Gale. Lisha lived in U City, Missouri, and she was a post-dispatch reporter. After 11 years, she left her job and turned her attention towards being a philanthropist. She volunteered, tutored children, and as Deborah Peterson and Lance Williams say, championed environmental and other social causes. A lady beloved by her community. Now, Lisha's life and experience came to a halt when a break-in happened in her home on August 11, 1998. This is where we are officially introduced to Marcellus' story. He was considered the prime suspect and was convicted of murder in 2001. His trial is outright not something that really seems fair. His jury consisted of 11 European Americans and 1 African American. And also the judge refused to allow some of the DNA that was in the scene to be tested. So there's that. Hence, at the time of his conviction, he was given the death penalty, which was supposed to take place in 2015 by lethal injection. During this period leading up to his death penalty, Marcellus maintained his innocence, and his case was appealed several times, but the results never changed. However, there was a breakthrough when evidence presented by his defense showed that the DNA on the murder weapon did not belong to Marcellus. His penalty was then rescheduled to 2017. 2017 came along. There had been no official verdict to release Marcellus, and more evidence was presented that cemented Marcellus as not the suspect in Lisha's murder. As a matter of fact, the presented analysis showed that the DNA belonged to another man whom nobody knows. 2017 passes, still no sign of Marcellus' death penalty being removed, and also no sign of his release. Marcellus has now spent 24 years in prison on death row with what can only be called a shady trial, with evidence that has never been given the full opportunity to be thoroughly investigated, and whereas he could have been let out 8 or 9 years ago, he is unfortunately still expected to be executed in less than 3 days. This may not apply to you all, but remember in One Piece when Luffy was caught and almost beheaded in Logtown by Buggy, and then lightning strikes and he was saved, turning out to be his dad who saved him. There may be a distinction between fiction and non-fiction, but it's never the outcome that distinguishes a story. Hence, a prayer to God to be the dragon of Marcellus Scott Williams. Oh, and don't entertain such a question. It'll only bring unwarranted stress to your life. Save your energy to live your life according to the story of your existence. A good, harmonious, terrestrial being.